Hello and welcome back to... Oh god, it's the game's a little bit unhappy whenever I first loaded up. I was doing some testing, and I've discovered a few things, so I'm just gonna show them to you. It's called the Minotaur. Okay, this is the thing from last time that we were working on, but between then and now, I tested out the gibbous just to see what, like, an end-game vessel could sort of be. I discovered there are these overlays for stuff like hit points, and, so specifically when you use something like a small keel, you can see this adds 750 HP, but distributes it across the entire ship. Which means that when you add these, as you can see, the entire ship is basically up-armored, though of course, this makes the entire ship a lot heavier. Steel decks and such sadly don't add such a thing, but what I do find... Yeah, interesting. But yeah, that's the sort of structural thing. You can read where it says it for, like, struts. They don't do anything. Ship filler blocks do the same thing, but to a much lesser degree. Which, I don't know why you would use filler blocks when you can use keels. I guess they may be heavier? Because wait, this is 10. Oh yeah, this is 80. So we're in the Landship editor. I need to see something. So if we get, like, what are large legs? Okay, so these are large legs. They have quite a bit of weight. 776 kilometers per hour. I don't think that's right. If you get spider legs, these look really cool. I really love how they look. You can stack them, by the way. The blight really does sound mean. But anyways, if we go into the hit points, you can see this only has 240 HP. But if we go into structural, because this increases the ship HP by a lot, if we just start adding keels around the ship, and keep in mind, we can... Yeah, basically... I think surround this in keels, we can make something that is very heavy, but really bulky. So we're gonna add... I need to make, like, a sort of cannon ship. So we're gonna add some crewman quarters. The ship needs coal, of course. The targeting compute is interesting. I'm gonna put it here. How expensive? Oh, it's quite a bit expensive, but... It increases the command of all ships, and, yeah, accurate firing solutions sounds really nice. But then how are we gonna get up here? No, yeah, we'll have to move this back. Then we'll have to add, coal storage. Yeah, then up here we're gonna have to add a repair bay. Another? We're gonna have to add a fire point, like, over here. Yeah. Then I'm gonna have to add a space for more crew. Okay. What do you mean the ship's modules are not all mutually... Oh yeah, I see. So then we have to start thinking about cannons, and, because we're going to have such a big ship, I think we should try to use heavy bombards. For the simple reason that, yeah, as you can see, actually, I'll move this back, like this. What's it? So yeah, heavy bombard pulverizes anything without armor. And the deck gun does a lot of damage, but lacks protection, yeah. So we can do something like this. Oh my god, guys, it's Spons from the hit video game YouTuber Kadikarus, best known for his video game channel, Kadikarus. Okay, so then we have to add something to fill in this empty space. Or we can do this. How... Okay, well, this is a little bit annoying, but... Actually, never mind, I have a solution. So there's an empty space here. This is where we can add the reinforced supply hatch. Then... we can do that. Oh, never mind, we only need 10 supply, so 2 is enough. How much is one of these? Oh yeah, we'll just add another one of those up there. Then we'll add a corridor. Actually, no, we have to add corridors with ladders here, otherwise it's not going to function. And we could add one of these, like, over here. And then, for the rest of the space, structural and solid shapes. Like that, yeah, okay. So if we go into hit points, you can see, as we start adding these, the vehicle is going to become a lot more durable. The cost will go up, but so will the durability. Then over here, because, you know, this has relatively few modules, so half block goes here, and we can actually try decorating it for just you know, because, yeah, so like something like this. Then over here, we can do something like this. Okay. So let's save the design as the Blight. So yeah, as you can see, repair tools can't really fix the deck guns, that's fine. Okay. Everything else is, let's see, yeah. Huh. Maybe, actually, what I'll do is, hold on, I'll have to move, because this is the bridge. Actually, yeah, this crewman's quarters, I believe, is, the closest, yeah, you can kind of get. Okay, yeah. The issue is, I'm gonna have to, I think, replace this and this. There we go, just so we have a bit of a better connection. Now we can save the Blight yet again. And, try to test it. So we'll add a Landship. We'll add one Blight over there. And it is going to fight against. We can add the HMS Bastard. And we can add the Tiger. Or maybe 2 Tigers. That's too much. Well, I mean, the idea is I want to kind of ensure I'm... Oh, we could add, like, another Tiger. Oh, I forgot to fix the armor. Oh, yeah, by the way, I realize, yeah, outside view is how you do that. Let's begin. Huh. Well, the armor is trying. You're so close, you may as well be on rapid fire. Move back. I have a feeling... Okay, no, these cannons can fire at the enemy. It's fine. Anyways, yeah, that should explode pretty quickly. Though we are starting to be damaged because we don't have any armor. Actually, let me fix this, because I, load up the Blight, go into armor. Just brick wall, huh? So, heavy steel is 3012, that is 10.4, but really cheap. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just paint the entire thing in heavy armor. This is obviously gonna balloon the costs and the weight, but then I'll just go back to, like, the most basic steel armor. Well, we can use a wood wall, but I'll use the steel wall purely because we have it cheaper in our actual save file. I'll have to fix that. But yeah, as you can see, you can just kind of go through the ship. Change this, go to armor. Fix this one, and now, hopefully, the walls will be able to, absorb some damage. So we'll add the Blight. And we'll add an airship for now. I guess we can add... We can add one uncouth back here, because that's, you know, we should have some kind of support. And then the enemy side, I showed this earlier, I like to use the enemy's ships, so... I guess one ISS Vindicator is going to match us. So let's start. Move forwards. Obviously, I mean, target the one target there is. Oh, wait, bombards are limited in their vertical height, huh? Okay, that's interesting. Huh. It may be worthwhile to add, like, a top turret instead of the top deck gun. We'll see. Anyways, yeah, let's see, outside view, we are getting hit, but... we're being relatively durable. What about the torpedoes? How are they gonna act when they hit? Oh, they do a lot of damage. Damn! They've just cleaved a hole in them. How are we doing? Huh. We're losing some crew, because we don't have a sickbay, huh? That's gonna be something we'll have to take a look at later. Come on. But yeah, having a big old tank that can sort of tank is really good. While we can have, like, heavy arty, basically. Yeah. I'm gonna... Oh my goodness, I think their ship is starting to die. Yeah. Well, at least they can fly a little bit high now. Huh. I'm gonna go back onto the drawing board with this guy. I will add in the repair system. This guy does have a telescope, right? Yeah. Sadly, the thing is, with torpedoes, because they're so slow, there's no real point, I think, in... Oh, yeah. Now they're done, because you can just bombard them. Yeah, we won. Okay. Oops. Go back into the Landship editor, open up the Blight. So what is the issue? The issue is we should move the... Okay, here's what I'm thinking. We remove these, basically, right? we can move the bridge back up here, because it doesn't matter if the bridge is, like, a little bit out of the way, you know? And then we add a sick bay, you know, right in there. Command and crew. Where's... yeah, okay. Adds a bit of maintenance, but that's fine. The real thing is, these two heavy bombards are going to be fucking useless if I can't actually shoot enemy aircraft. So, I'm gonna have to see what other cannons I have. Heavy bombard versus heavy cannon. 50 blast damage, 120 piercing damage. Aha. And is this the only difference between them? Let's see. Splash distance. Huh. Maybe we should have one of these down here? I'll just keep 2 heavy cannons. Honestly, 1 Imperial one could be cool, but I'll just leave it as is. What I'm thinking of, yeah, a heavy cannon. How is this thing's aim? Oh! Could I mount this? Aha. So what if I added... so yeah, this will be blocked because of this, but if I moved you... yeah, so hold on a minute. Heavy turret is 120 piercing damage for a... oh! It shoots way faster! So yeah. Okay, what about the dorsal one? 76 piercing damage, 2.7 reload. Deck guns are 28 piercing damage, 2-second reload. Yeah. We're going to want to add a, one of the, dorsal guns up here, so we can hit airborne targets. Which will mean that I'll completely, yeah, redesign this. I'll move you down here. Just because if this blows up, I do not want to lose control of that. So, yeah, adding that. Then, I'll add another keel, I guess. Yeah, like that, and then over here we're gonna have to add some ladders. I guess not some ladders, but, you know, go up here, corridor. So wait, this needs to be... oh! Oh, I see. So wait, how is the ammunition going? Oh, the ammunition is really bad for this. Okay. So then we can move, like, yeah, this piece of ammunition down here. This is where everything begins to sort of balloon into more and more complicated things. Because what we're gonna have to do now is add, like, a fire point somewhere here. Then this, you know, so they can extinguish it if it catches fire. So we'll have to do that. Then this will just be empty in the front, because what else can we do? Then we can remove this deck gun and replace it with a heavy cannon, sure. Yeah, but then what are we gonna put here? I guess we could put a keel and some solid blocks. No, a keel is too long, so... Some more solid blocks, yes. So let me think. The ship isn't connected properly. Hold on, yeah, will need to replace that one of this. Now it's all functional. Actually, I'll also replace this with a telescope for extra accuracy. Now let me see. Hit points, everything is fine, I believe. Water, everything, well, mostly everything, can get water to it rather quickly. Maybe not the dorsal turret, but whatever. All the important bits. Repair tools are gonna have a really hard time getting to the front. But there's nothing I can do about it. Wait, what? Why don't I just... move this up here. Then add a corridor with ladders like this. Hit points is still gonna be fine. Water is now gonna be... yeah, whatever. Repair tools aren't gonna be that difficult to get to because... yeah, well, we will be able to get to there, basically, is what I'm saying. Now, repair tools are gonna be... yeah, still kind of shitty for back there. I guess I could replace this keel with another repair thing. Why? Okay, what I don't get is... yeah, there's just a straight line from... oh! Oh, I see why. It's because this doesn't have a ladder. What we could do... is, yeah, take the crewman quarters, put them up here. Then... we can take this, put it down here. Yeah, then we can put a corridor with a ladder here, and below that, we can just use, like, a solid shape, basically. And we don't need any of these. We can just replace them with more solid shapes, can't we? Yeah, 4,000. Hit points are again fine. Water is still fine. Why are repair tools still dog shit? Even if I can get to that... oh, I guess it's because I'm traveling through... 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Well, there's actually a 3 space here, so... what if I... okay, what if I move the repair bay down here? And then... what if I moved you over here? And did... the internal juggling, I am aware. Okay. Why? Oh. I guess I didn't need this for this, but I can also just do this. Yeah, and it's gonna be fixed. Okay. Now, if I do repair tools, it's still gonna be dog shit. I don't understand why. Ammunition is fine. Coal should be fine. Explosion damage, we're fucked, but whatever. Horizontal drag doesn't matter because, yeah, vertical, okay. Now I think the Blight is ready for another test drive. Combat, add Landship, add the new and improved Blight, add, to, what did I call the ships? The Uncouth. Because that's just the default name. Yeah, do we want 2 of them? Why not? Then on the other side, we can add the really expensive one. And we can add, like, yeah, that's kinda, yeah, okay. Rapid commands for now. Target this ship. That's getting closer, it's fine. Have I forgotten to... Oh wait, no, immediately exit combat, go into the airship editor. I did the same oops, go into the landship editor. I did the hell oopsie daisies where I had the wrong armor selected. So, again, armor, heavy steel armor, go back to modules, and, we should, yeah, repaint all of the modified parts. So that, because the thing is, yeah, it's kind of crazy how little protection the basic steel will actually offer. But that's the point of this ship, you know? It needs to be able to tank a lot of hits. Because if it doesn't tank a lot of hits, what is the point? It's a tank. It needs to tank hits. Well, it's a walker tank because, yeah. I actually wonder how well the Slanders would do. Actually, yeah, maybe, like, with combining it with the Minotaur would be interesting. Okay, I'll just put 2 of those. Then I'll add, like, 2... I'll try to see if a Minotaur could compare as well, yeah. We'll see. And then we can try and add an Uncouth. Just in the back. So that's like 9k versus 10k. Target with, I think they're doing fine. So, issue boarding command. Oh, we forgot to issue rapid commands. Okay. And move above the ship. How's the outside view? We're already getting some breaches, but most of them are in non-crucial sections, except there, where it's for that room. Actually, no. Board that ship. And move above them. While we are... Yeah, we are tanking a lot of hits there. Now we just have to sneak by. Okay, the deck guns are shooting at us. I feel like... this is a little bit concerning, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't like those deck guns at all, but... we just have to kind of go behind them. Okay? Can you board them, please? Wait. Huh. What happened to the spiders? They're not in there anymore. Oh, by the way, this has no way of stopping the fire. That's, I just realized that's a bit of a problem. Just landed. Yeah, goodbye, ship. However... though we have lost a few pieces of crew, and we are heavily bruised and battered, yeah, I think this ship's about to blow. Anyways, yeah, yeah, that's it for that guy. Now, I'm gonna not use the spiders. But yeah, we are hopelessly outmatched in terms of actual... yeah, like, they just have a larger budget than me. And yet I think the strategy of, just fighting, tanking... yeah. Oh my goodness, both of them are down. Okay, then we just have to go over go over them to the other side now. Wish me luck. Come on, spider. This is the one thing you can't go over them. Ah, shit. The dorsal turret is gone. So how badly are we hit? Water is fine. Ammo is getting low, but this was like quite a prolonged fight where, yeah, getting low, out of repair tools, no ammo, ready for command, yours, yeah, green crew. Okay, so I feel like, okay, yeah, there we go. The Minotaur died. So if we go back into the Landship editor and open up the Blight, we ran out of repair tools, which is interesting. So I'm clicking through these options, trying to see if there's anything like remotely interesting for me. Like, okay, somewhere here, if we close all of these, in the resources section, there's a, machine shop, which has 400 repair supplies compared to these guys' 50, but it's huge. The cargo bay doesn't have anything, really. Ammo store, yeah, I think we'll just have to deal with the fact that, if we start, like, having to tank so many hits with this thing, it's probably already dead. I am considering removing this so it can walk over other crashed ships. Well, I guess not removing, but moving it to, like, the front and back. Actually, I'll keep it. I kind of like the design. But we have to open up the Minotaur because, yeah, as it would seem, the complete and utter lack of any kind of fire suppression system is bad, believe it or not. So we'll move those two supply hatches to the front. They don't matter. Then up here, we're going to just add one singular. If we go for resources, yeah. Just one fire extinguisher. Now, this only has 6 water compared to 50, but we should be fine. And up here, I don't like how this ship looks. So tell you what, I'm going to move this back. I'm going to put this up here. I don't even know how much I'm going to even use this ship, to be fair. So yeah, we'll put the supply hatch up there. Then I'll go and go into, solid shapes. Add a block there. This should add a bit of, I'm just trying to do this in hopes of it maybe, because it adds a bit of HP. If we go to hit points, right? No, these don't add anything. Only filler blocks will increase anything. Huh. Anyways, yeah, if we go into the armor, yeah, it's roughly what I expected. Save as the Minotaur, a little bit fatter, but just generally a little bit nicer looking. Now, I want to open up specifically the Slander, because this ship has done quite well for us, all things considered. However, I just really quickly want to go through the overlays just to see how well it's designed. Yeah, hit points, some of this stuff kind of sucks. Water, yeah, well, these guys are going to deploy anyways, so it doesn't matter. Repair tools, yeah, the front parts are a little bit problematic, so I could remove this and replace it with one of those. We'll see. Ammo is fine. Coal is fine. Explosion damage, this thing's gonna probably go. Horizontal and vertical drag, whatever. So, I just want to make it like a, a Slander V2. And in order to do that, I am going to make a few small alterations. Resources, I'm gonna add another repair bay down there. Over here, I'm gonna actually remove all of this. What are you? You're a sick bay, huh? Okay, so then we're going to add another pressurized suspendium tank. We're gonna remove these struts, and I'm gonna replace them with just half-block filler. And then up here, I haven't used these previously. However, if we go to structural, you can just have a deck. And these are, like, kind of cheap. Yeah, we can just have the deck up here. So they can, like, quickly reach these things. And yeah, we have slightly reduced structural integrity due to size, so adding a few of these will help, but it'll seriously lower my, yeah. So we'll add that, and then solid shapes. There we go. And then over here, we can just add a, like... Yeah. Then if we go into the armor, you can see the entire thing is heavily armored, but this was really stupid of me, because this does not need to be heavily armored. Or this. If it gets to the point where these things are, like, I'm just going to, like, yeah, remove armor on all the sections that do not need to be armored, like the berth or the supply hatches, or I'm actually going to remove these corridors entirely. The fire points, we don't need to defend them so heavily. All the quarters, really? Yeah. Maybe I'll come to regret this. However, look at... Yeah. If I go back into armor, again, heavy steel armor, this. Oh, wait, this isn't... This is normal steel armor, not heavy steel armor, huh? Okay. Well, that should be fine. Replace this with you, keep in mind, yeah. Oh, we can also replace all of these guys with the light armor because they're going to launch immediately anyways. And yeah, go into modules and we'll just replace these with these. And the previous Slander costs about the same. And we're just gonna save this as the Slander Mark II. And I'm gonna go and do one more for the end of the episode. I know. It's like, oh, you're just doing whatever. I like testing this sort of stuff. So we'll add a Blight. This is gonna be the sort of, composition which I feel like I'm going to have. We'll add 2 uncouths in the back. Then we're going to have a Slender Mark II. And then I feel like we're going to have, like, I guess we can use a few stoats. Cancel. Yeah, just 3 of them. That's almost 20,000, and on the other side, we'll add a landship that I didn't make. because I feel like, yeah, that'll be kind of fair. And for an airship, I'm going to just, like, slap down... where is the 5k? Yeah, the Vindicators. 2 of these guys. And then add more airships, just like, a few of the unmatched. Oh yeah, the Imperator V or whatever. And like another... I don't know if this is the one I made or whatever, but yeah, we'll just keep it. Rapid commands, just whatever. Save. I said save. Start battle. Target, you know, whatever. You should target... Yeah, whatever. Still, sure, okay. You guys are gonna have to, yeah, move in behind them. Behind and below. Move back. No, wait. Move forwards. Shit, yeah, we are, okay, this is being burnt out. That's bad. What is the outside view like? Yeah, holy shit. Move back. Okay. Shit, that's the front cannon down. Okay, pull down, pull down. Target that thing, please. This ship's gonna go. It's not even out of water. The water just can't get to wherever it needs to go to in time. Okay, just rapid fire. The entire thing is burning. Shit. So that's burnt out. These guys are dead. This guy is nearly dead. Fire this. Yeah, not under command. I feel like... Okay, yeah. What's happening to the... Oh! They're out of ammo. Huh. Okay, that is interesting. So, join me next time when I rebuild the stoat. See you then. Goodbye.